Rick Leinecker here. Right now we're going to talk about command prompt, what it means to us, and how to use it. Command prompt can easily be run as any other program by just typing CMD, and there you see it. And we can always go to properties and change our font size, and I usually do. Okay, it's already set to larger size, which is good. Helps you see. A lot of times Vista and Windows 7 require that you be running in administrative mode, and I'm going to show you a trick to make that easy. If you right click and say new shortcut, type cmd.exe here, and for the name I'll say command prompt. And by the way, a lot of people call this the DOS prompt, and maybe in Windows 95, 98 ME that might have been at least sort of correct, because a lot of DOS still remained in those operating systems. But since Windows 2000 and XP, pretty much all of DOS has disappeared. So don't call it a DOS prompt, call it a command prompt. But anyway, now that you see my... Okay, so now that I have my link, my desktop shortcut, I can run it as normal, and in this mode I'm not in administrative mode. But if I right click and say run as administrator, then it will be running with administrative rights, and I can do some things that are impossible without it. So the first thing I want to show you is called dir. The dir command stands for directory. We think of directories now as folders, but in the old days they were directories. You type dir and you see a list of a bunch of files. And these are the files that happen to be in my current location. There are a bunch of dir options. If I do /question, it'll show me the types of options I can use. Let's see, one is D, sort by date, sort by date descending, OD. I can do a dir /AD and just look at the list of directories. Okay, so part of what I'm going to ask you to do is to explain all of those switches. To change locations, you use the change directory command. You can't actually type change directory, you type CD. And there's a folder here called drivers. So if I say CD drivers, then I'm within that drivers location. And you can see my full path to where I am currently, C:\Windows /system32 /drivers. If I want to back up, I just say CD ... means back up one level. Okay, let me go back into drivers. You can also back up 2 levels. ... will back me up into the Windows directory. And if I say CD back, it will back me up to the root of whatever drive I'm logged on to. Now, to log on to different drives, you type like the drive letter, colon, and hit enter. And now I'm logged onto my flash drive. And if I do dir, I can see the list of files that are on that flash drive. Logging on back onto C, and sorry about these pop-ups. I'm not using my computer. Now let me go back to E and illustrate a point. Okay, there you see I'm in the root of E because it says E:\\. But if I go back to C, I'm going to be on the same location that I was in before, Windows System 32. It's kind of a convenient thing that the operating system does for you. It remembers where you were before previously. So let me log back onto E. I may actually want to make a directory, so I would type mkdir, and I'll say Rick. And if I say dir /AD, which we talked about, you'll see that directory. If I want to remove it, I say remove directory. I can use the remove directory RD command, Rick, and get rid of that. So dir /AD, and you can see that folder or directory is no longer there. So now we've talked about cd, change directory, dir, see the contents of the current directory, make directory, and remove directory. There are quite a few more, and this assignment will have you creating your own tutorial on command prompt, and I will in Blackboard give you the exact parameters for that tutorial.